Yo, what's happening, Raider Nation? It's your boy Soto here. You know what it is. Raiders versus the world, talking about the team the world loves to hate, your Las Vegas Raiders. All right, so the Combine is over, and there was a lot of stories about the NFL Combine this year, and they weren't all about the players doing the drills. But before we get to that, I want to make sure everyone please subscribe to this channel. It's the best way you can help support this channel. It's absolutely free. And it's the absolute bare minimum you can do to help this channel grow besides doing absolutely nothing. All right, guys, let's get to it. All right, this all started with a report from Jordan Schultz from Fox Sports, okay? He said that the running into or encounter or whatever you want to call it between Tom Brady and Matthew Stafford at a ski resort was like a planned meeting, okay? Some people like Tom Pelissero came out there and said that it was nothing. It was just a chance meeting or whatever. He talked to people. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, Tom Pelissero said he actually talked to somebody and he was told something, all right? Well, Ian Rapoport, on the other end, kind of just was dismissing things without any type of proof or corroboration or anything. He was just kind of like poo-pooing things, all right? That's where it kind of got started. From what I understand, Jordan Schultz sees Ian Rapoport at the Starbucks at the JW Marriott Hotel, and they start talking and things escalate. This was corroborated by like an agent that Ian Rapoport was talking to when Jordan Schultz walked up. Eventually, things got heated, okay? It just seems like both guys were kind of digging into their position. And reportedly, Jordan Schultz got up in Ian Rapoport's face and was cussing him out. And he said, if this continues, we're going to have an effing problem. That has not been disputed by anybody involved. That was said. Now, what happened after that is the point of contention. What is being reported at the time, and it's kind of being waffled back and forth, but Ian Rapoport was said to have gotten scared and called NFL security on Jordan Schultz. Total snitch move. And it didn't stop there, okay? This story got a ton of coverage. Check out what they said on Inside the NBA show. This was pretty funny.
I'm in a good mood, man.
Why is that?
Well, because I was at Starbucks today.
And?
It's dangerous in there, Ernie.
What happened?
Those fish flying everywhere. I was like, see, I don't normally go to Starbucks because that's where rich white folks go.
Apparently, it's where a lot of reporters go to. Jordan Schultz of Fox verbally accosted Ian Rapoport of NFL Media at an Indianapolis Starbucks on Wednesday afternoon. The report was made to NFL security.
Jack, you see that kind of word they use? Accosted.
Yeah, accosted.
Whooping his ass. That's what happened.
All right, now you know the NFL is going to try to kind of push this down and squash this a little bit. Check out how they kind of breached the subject during the Combine coverage.
There is one other member of our broadcast team we've got to bring in. And he is the Jake Paul of NFL Network. Lots of buzz. He's trending with no punches thrown. Ian Rapoport. Rap sheet?
Thank you, Rich. Yeah, I would say I'm
He looks a little under-caffeinated, actually, to be honest.
No, I'm properly caffeinated. A lot of great coffee brands. Dunkin' does a really nice job.
Nice.
Yeah, man, I totally get it, right? They're trying to like put a kind of like laugh it off, whatever, not a big deal. Then ESPN kind of got into it and wanted to kind of like push it down even further. This is what was said on the Pat McAfee show.
I've heard coffee shops not safe these days. So if I want just a little something to refresh,
Interesting.
I would love a smoothie.
Stay away from Starbucks.
NFL Network's greatest Americano.
There he is.
Ian Rapoport.
All right, let's go to the
He's going to eat lightning and crap thunder in order of venti.
Yeah, man, they were going in on it too. The whole funny thing, I get it. Laugh it off. It's not a big deal. So after all the kind of needling and joking and all that stuff, Ian Rapoport was given the forum to kind of straighten things out. And this is what he said.
So last night when it all broke, everyone in the world texted me wanting to know details. And it was all out there. Florio basically wrote the whole thing. So there's not much to add.
Wow.
And then I woke up this morning and everyone in the world has texted me.
Yeah. Well, we all are happy that you're both okay. Would like to let that be known. Yeah. With that being said, what is next? Are you guys going to shake hands before you get out of town, or what do we think?
I mean,
That's a no. Wants to see him anymore. Hard pass on the handshake.
My rolling is,
He's going to the coffee bean and tea leaf from now on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Safer.
okay, all fair play from here, right? Just kind of joking it off. It wasn't a big deal. No one was hurt. It was just a miscommunication, a disagreement. People have disagreements all the time. People aren't always called liars on social media around the world all the time, though. And that's basically what was being said about Jordan Schultz and his reporting. Now, here's a big part of the situation that not a lot of people are talking about, okay? After the reports that we were hearing, let this sink in. Check this out.
I think what Rap wanted me to know, and I said, you should say this. You're an insider. He goes, it's not for me to say. He says he did not call NFL security.
That's big news.
So that's big news. I think that is kind of breaking news from a news breaker there. He's saying, I did not call NFL security. Was I asked about the incident, because a lot of people saw it, by superiors in definitely. So he's saying he's not the one that was like, mommy.
Okay, so it all makes sense, right? From all up to this point, the only point of contention is, did he or did he not call NFL security? And by he, I mean Ian Rapoport. Did he do it? Did he not do it? Well, and Pardon My Take podcast, these guys, they're not just some like guys off the street doing stuff, right? These guys are like in the know, blocked in, juiced in. They get real information. They have real sources. This is what they had to say about the incident.
Hey, Rapoport notified NFL security.
Ooh.
Called the cops or Roger Goodell on him. And per sources,
what does that mean?
Well, he called NFL security and was like, hey, there was a confrontation.
There's a fracas?
According to Rapoport.
But why?
He called the NFL security because it was witnessed by so many people. He knew that somebody would have reported it, and he wanted to talk to them instead of them calling him in a day and him having to give his side of the story. Per Rapoport.
Damn. Okay. I've always believed whenever the story changes to benefit the storyteller, that's the lie. That's where it starts. Because if the storyteller keeps changing the story and it benefits him every time he changes it, then there's the lie right there. Okay, it was laughed off and everything, but then people started coming after Ian Rapoport for being a snitch. Like, if nothing happened, why did you call NFL security? Why did you do it? Okay, now, let's say, for example, he did preemptively call NFL security to say, look, nothing happened. I know you're going to hear some stuff because I was talking to an agent. There was a lot of people around. I get it, but nothing happened. Why are they investigating? Number one, because they are investigating. NFL security is investigating, number one. And why did he tell Pat McAfee that he didn't call NFL security? It just doesn't make sense, man. That is a total snitch move, and a guy trying to lie to save face. I just can't believe that. Well, you know what? Honestly, I can believe it. Okay, because there's some people out there who are some straight freaking snitches. And I hate to say that, put that on somebody, but I'm not saying that without any type of evidence or proof. Obviously, there was a difference of opinion. Okay. But as a man, you walk up to the other man and you have a conversation. Can it get heated sometimes? Sure, because someone's integrity is at play here. I get it. But you don't go and run and tell somebody, oh, teacher, you don't do that. And that's what happened. And then to lie about it after the fact, it's like, dude, it's almost like the cover-up is worse than the crime. This is a total Watergate thing happening right now, okay? Yeah, is it bad enough that you snitch on another reporter? Yeah, that's pretty bad. Is it bad that you lie about it and then have people in the media that are supposed to be like on your side, right? NFL Network and ESPN are the same thing. They go and they try to report it for you and kind of crush it. And then you have independent media who are out there saying, nah, man, that's not the truth. It actually happened. And that's why I love independent media. Independent media they just don't have the type of constraints that other mainstream media outlets have. Now, I'm not trying to say Pardon My Take is not like, it doesn't have any type of sponsorships or anything like that, because they do, but they're not quite as beholden to stockholders or anything like that, okay? But look at it from Jordan Schultz's perspective. He reports something that he feels is true, that he's been told by a reliable source, and he reports it as truth. Okay, it's being questioned by Pelissero. I understand that, but he said, you know what? I talked to Brady's agent. Okay, fine. Then you have guys like Rapoport going in there and just kind of like wanted to throw more cold water on the whole thing without any sources or any proof. Just kind of like, hey, guess what? These guys run into each other. Like, come on, guy. We all know how this works, okay? Because if you remember, Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay just coincidentally ran into each other at a resort in Mexico. And let's say, like, a little bit later, the Rams trade for Stafford. Was that like just a coincidental meeting as well? I don't know, man. I don't think so. So this one probably wasn't either. Here's the thing that really kind of sets it all and puts it all into place, right? People aren't going to address things if they're not true. And if they do address it, they're going to address it as that. They're not going to go through all these different avenues and all this different stuff just to kind of like make sure everything is smooth over. Okay. So Heidi Fang from the Las Vegas Review-Journal reported this about the entire situation between Brady and Stafford.
Per an NFL spokesperson, the Raiders have not violated the league's tampering rules in their pursuit of quarterback Matthew Stafford. After a report came to light that minority owner Tom Brady had met with Stafford in Montana, questions about whether tampering rules were violated surfaced because the quarterback is still under contract with the Rams. Per the league spokesperson, they told the Review-Journal that there is no issue as the Rams gave the player and his agent permission to speak to the Raiders.
Okay, you have to ask yourself, right? Why would the NFL even comment on it if nothing happened? If it was just a chance encounter, hey man, let's go out to dinner, let's whatever. Hey, nice to meet you, let's have a drink, whatever. If nothing happened, why would the NFL even comment? Okay, let's just say, for example, you know what? Okay, it looks bad. Let's just comment on it to kind of kill any type of speculation, right? Why not just say it was a chance encounter and there was no meeting? They didn't say that either. What they said was there was no wrongdoing because the Raiders had permission. No denial whatsoever. It just seems to me like Jordan Schultz is getting vindicated left and right. And man, it's not a good look for Rapoport. It's not a good look for NFL Network. And it's not a good look for ESPN because what it shows is these guys are trying to cover up tampering. Now, there was no tampering because, like the NFL said, the Raiders had permission to speak to the Rams about Stafford. But if that's the case, why lie about it? That's the thing that really gets me about this whole entire situation. Don't even bring it up. Don't even talk about it because it just makes you and everyone around you who covered for you look bad. All right, guys, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the whole situation. Two media guys getting into a little skirmish and nothing happened is really not news. The cover-up is a lot worse than the actual crime, okay? But man, it just makes me lose a little bit of respect, you know, for people who go out there and snitch and then lie about it and then have to kind of backtrack. It's just not my thing, man. I'm very direct. I'm very straightforward. That's how I like to be. And I hope other people could be that way as well. But I know people aren't. All right, guys, that's my time for today. Let me know what you think about the video. Go ahead and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It's the best way you can help support this channel. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think about the video with a comment below. Until next time, everybody. Hey Raider Nation, thanks for watching. There's plenty more where that came from. Go ahead and smash that like button, drop a comment, make sure to subscribe and share to all your socials. It's the bare minimum you can do without doing absolutely nothing.